Welcome to the Portraits Whisper, where our guest storytellers are portraits, paintings, and artworks. Here, every canvas breathes and every brushstroke hides a story waiting to be told. Tonight's whisper is from our guest, Thanatos, an oil-on-canvas painting by Polish symbolist artist Jacek Malczewski. She was birthed in 1898, a period when Europeans feared the coming century. The painting imagines Thanatos, the Greek personification of death, not as a grim reaper, but as a graceful winged woman holding a scythe. She symbolizes the transition from the earthly world to a new, better life. I am Malczewski's Thanatos. Gaze upon me with sharp eyes. See the cunning behind my colors, the threat behind the beauty I contain. See the truth of the perfect hunt. Let me show you the beautiful deception. The old man in the window is Stannis, and he is not a simple gardener. He is a keeper of secrets, a scholar of the old ways. For 90 years he has lived in that cottage, and for the last 50 of them he has been at war. His enemy is death, not in the abstract, but as a specific and personal antagonist. He has bound the threshold with rowan and iron. He has painted the sigil of stalwart life on his doorframe. He knows the words that turn away shadows and the scent of herbs that choke the cold. He has, through sheer will and forgotten knowledge, slammed the door in death's face time and time again. And death is tired of it. It has come for him in all the predictable ways, as a skeletal monk in the dead of winter, its bony fingers freezing on the iron ward, as a plague doctor in the summer heat, its leather mask cracking against the power of the rowan, as a shadow with no source, which dissolved against the ancient words. Stannis was always ready for the dark, the cold, the fearsome. Death realized its very nature was the thing he knew how to fight. So it formed a new plan. It would not come as itself. It would come as its opposite. It waited for a day like the one I show here. After a warm rain, when the world felt soft and alive, it shed the black robes and borrowed the color of poppies and heart's blood. It shed the skeletal form and took on a body of power and vitality, a vision of irresistible life. It hid the chill of the grave under the heady perfume of the lilacs Stannis himself had planted. It would not come to take life. It would appear as a magnificent guest, overflowing with it. Now, see the moment I hold. Stannis is inside, frail and close to his end. His wards are weakening. He feels a presence arrive. But for the first time, there is no accompanying dread. There is no chill. Instead, a wave of warmth and a stunning, sweet scent fills his small room. Confused, he pulls himself to the window. He squints, his old eyes struggling. He sees not a specter, but a radiant being, glorious and red, standing in his garden. Its form is ambiguous, beautiful, powerful. Its scythe is held so casually it might be a staff. It is not advancing. It has paused, as if to admire his flowers. This is the tiny black heart of the deception, the perfect calculated pause. Death is playing a role. It is letting the old man's mind, weary from a lifetime of vigilance, do the work. Stannis sees this vision, and his knowledge fails him. It is not a demon, it is too beautiful. It is not a ghost, it is too solid. His books have no name for a creature like this. For the first time in 50 years, he is facing an unknown. Could it be a spirit of the garden, a fey creature drawn to his fading life force? His little dog whines, confused. It smells the familiar lilacs and the damp earth, but underneath, it senses the profound wrongness, the predator hiding in plain sight. I hold this moment of checkmate. The hunter has laid a trap, not of fear, but of beauty. The master huntsman, Stannis, is staring at the lure, his lifetime of defenses beginning to crumble before a force he never thought to guard against. His will, so strong against the dark, is faltering in the face of this brilliant, terrible light. This is not a story of acceptance. It is a story of sublime and terrifying strategy. It is the moment a war is won not by force, but by the perfect, beautiful deception. And in a moment now, the old man's curiosity will overcome his caution, and he will unlatch his door. You have been listening to The Portraits Whisper on StoryLink Radio, where every canvas has a story to tell. Be sure to subscribe and listen for our next guest, for the gallery never sleeps, and another canvas is already waiting to whisper.